take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Well, that's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Caught on the right side by Adams. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 6.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Montgomery back to the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Cameron Hayward.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. On 4th down, here's the option. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Dallas.
4 as he's brought down at the 24.
By number 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun is Trubisky, looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They try again with Montgomery. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Trubisky. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, Look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
He's brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dean Lowry. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 10.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Trubisky. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 20! And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You got 3, you got 3.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Josh Malone in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
For Devin Funches, incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run it again with Chubb. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. Mike 52, Mike 52. Check. I'm here all day.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. This is out quickly to the right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Could have gone with a ground game there, opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And again, it's Chubb. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down at the Cowboys' 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. There's
a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Slant to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to go deep for Funchess. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. That'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12.
On second and 12, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Now Trubisky to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, second and 10 coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Right back to him on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Davante Adams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here.
Get in the right room. 51, Mike 51. I got you. Hey, alert. 51 to Mike. Get your
Trubisky will throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the run. Mike 55.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
7-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Number 81.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
His throw incomplete.
The pass intended for number 81. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
52's the mic, boys. 52. Hey, watch 3.
And they're going option play on 3rd down. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They were a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They run again on first down. Chubb. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
At the 48
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Who we got?
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Falcons on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's caught. It's Malone. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On 1st down, Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The gun, Trubisky. Caught left side by Funchess. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
At the 31-yard line.
On the counter, and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back to the air, Trubisky after the pick 6. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
5-yard line.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 2nd and 2. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2, and they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, They're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll look to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
At the 41-yard line. A 6-yard pickup.
2nd down and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one at halftime was really interesting.